It's the first time he played in Anfield. It's the first time play one knockout competition in the Champions League. And you have to live that situation one, twice, or three to be better players.
Good afternoon, Pep. Hello. There's been so much kind of focus on Wednesday night against the game against Liverpool, about your players, about the strategy. How do you feel about the whole thing right now, having looked at the tapes, having talked to the players? What are your thoughts on what happened?
Well, good afternoon. It was a tough result. It will be so difficult for the next Tuesday. Of course, we're going to try. We'll have our chance to be in the game and to be, to try to go through. But it's happened what's happened. We have now, of course, tomorrow in so important game. And I reviewed the game against Liverpool, and we played. Liverpool, they played like always play in Anfield. The last 50-20 minutes, the first half, they were much better than us. We will be conditioned for the result, the 2-0, but the first, we'd say 25 minutes and the second half, we were so good. We played a good game.
How much extra motivation does it give you, that result for tomorrow, but also the fact it's a Manchester derby, you can win the title?
No, it's a different competition. So it's one side is the Champions League. We're going to think immediately after the game against United to recover the players as much as possible, to play with our fans, with our people in our stadium, to create the good rhythm, the good game, to put under pressure, because of course they are almost already qualified for the next round, for the semi-finals, but you have 90 minutes. So and that's why the open is almost closed, but a little bit open. And maybe there are some space to get in. So we're going to try it, but always that is going to happen after our game tomorrow.
What's the situation with Sergio Aguero? Has he got a chance of playing against Manchester United?
I don't know right now. We have training this afternoon, and we're going to see how is his physical condition.
There was a lot of talk on Wednesday night about the bus going into Anfield. Yeah. A lot happened after the game with a different bus and your medical staff. Can you just tell us what happened? Because you had to wait in Liverpool for your staff to treat a young lady.
We went out from the stadium and the police was there. Something happened with a girl, I think so, the woman. Yeah. And of course, I think all the doctors and physios in the world, when something happened, they go there to help. I'm so proud of the Manchester City people, especially that what we had done. But at the end, we are human beings, and I think when someone happened in the street and someone is doctors or physios or whatever, it's normal to help that people.
A final point from me, if you win the title tomorrow, back in 2012 it was the last game of the season and the fans came onto the pitch, big celebrations. You've got a big game on Tuesday night now. What would your message be to the Manchester City fans should you win the title tomorrow?
I'm not going to answer any questions about if we win, what is going to happen, the celebrating on the pitch or the other thing. So I'm focused on the game, what we have to play. The people is going to be correct. Hopefully nothing happen and just play a game, enjoy the game like they enjoy all the season in our games at home, and that is the most important thing. So the people is going to react the best way as possible.
Pep, about the game, and bearing in mind you have this huge game on Tuesday, what's your thoughts in terms of resting players, keeping everybody fresh? What do you intend to do?
Yeah, when we have 3 massive games like Liverpool, United, Liverpool and Tottenham, in just 3 days between the games, of course you have to see how is the players' condition. But I cannot answer you because we have training session now at 3 o'clock. I'm going to speak with the doctors, physios, and especially with the players. And we're going to see tomorrow morning what is the best team. But of course we're going to prepare the team to win the game.
With the lead, though, that you have in the Premier League, can you put the sentiment aside of it being a Manchester derby and pick the team that you think is right for the occasion with Tuesday in mind? Can you keep your head like that?
Yeah, we are going to pick the game to win the game tomorrow. That is no doubt about that. We're going to pick the game to win tomorrow. But of course, we have half eyes, one eye, thinking on Tuesday.
And overall, then, tomorrow in terms of Manchester United, and obviously we know what happened in the first game at Old Trafford. You won there. You celebrated there. There was a lot made of that at the time. Again, should you win the league, will you be conscious of how players and everybody celebrates?
I said the same about the celebration. I'm not going to make any comments because it's focus on the football game. And what I can assure you, and after the game, winning, drawing, or lose the game, we're going to be focused immediately in the next Tuesday.
Pep, you've had a wonderful season in the Premier League, and you stand now on the verge of history and your first title in the Premier League. How do you reflect on your team's season? How proud are you of them, and how high a level was their performance?
The comment about how was our season in terms of, especially in the Premier League, is going to comment when it's over. So
how do you feel about it so far?
So good. Yeah, being in that position with 16 points in front from plus goal difference. We have 7 games. We have to win 1 or 2 games. We are not able to win. You have 6 games left. You have to win 2. Of course, it's almost done. It's like a situation a little bit like Liverpool. Liverpool is almost done to win to go through. In our position, it's quite similar. It's almost done. So it's quite close to be champion. Of course, we have that chance. It's a coincidence because it's a derby, but that, believe me, doesn't matter. So because we don't prepare the season to think we're going to win the Premier League when Manchester United is coming home. So the situation is what it is. It just focus and what we have to do to win the game, and that's all.
Is this team progressing at the level you're happy with in terms of what they've done so far and your project here at Manchester City?
What I said many times in this season here, sit down here. So I am so happy what we have done so far. Even the game against Liverpool 2-3 days ago, when the result was so tough against us, we play with a huge personality. I saw the game yesterday. We play with a huge. I'm so proud because I know how difficult it is in Anfield, with 5 Champions League in their pocket, go in their stadium when they believe they are so strong in the Champions League and play the personality we played just to look for the first 23 minutes. But 2 times they cross our half time, they scored 2 goals. That is so complicated and mentally, and that's why we suffered that the last 15 minutes. But the second half, we were so good. We were not so clinical. We scored 1 goal. It was regular. It was not allowed, and we did a good game. So that's why even in the bad moments, we were good.
Are you and your players looking forward to tomorrow? Are you excited? It will be an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah, we would like to feel that. We would like to feel that at home. The people can come like all the season, full stadium today, tomorrow, and next Tuesday, and support that guys because they deserve it. They deserve all the credit. They deserve because we defend that badge, that club, the best way as possible, and we did it really, really well. So I need their support because we are so tired. Because United rest all week, we have just feel recovery physically, mentally, because our game in Anfield was so tough in both sides, and that's why it will be so important. In the bad moments, the more going to happen. In the bad moments, going to happen next Tuesday. Feel our supporters are there because again, with sometimes the players, the managers, or the team, they don't deserve sometimes be supported what they have done, but that is not the case. So that's why we need it.
Hi Pep, good afternoon.
Hi.
You said that you don't know yet if Sergio will be available for tomorrow. And after the match at Anfield, Gabriel said that it was one of his worst performances for City so far, and he looked so down. If you need him, what does he have to do to keep his confidence up?
He's so strong. He knows how we like him. He knows how we support him, not just him, everybody. So Gabriel is what I said before. Gabriel is 21 years old. His birthday for the day before in Anfield game is the first time he played in Anfield. Is the first time play 1 knockout competition in the Champions League, and you have to live that situations 1, twice, or 3 to be better players. All the players you play in the first time that always you suffer the next time will be better. But I am not agree with him. He played good. He did it what he did what we spoke, and he fought a lot. And when that's happened, always we will be close. The only problem is when he doesn't run or he's complaining or something like that. But everybody in my teams, especially did one, can play awful all the times he want to play. It's not a problem at all. It's always to be fight, look forward, and learn for his future.
John. Pep, you've obviously got 2 games until the game against Liverpool. Are your plans exactly the same, irrespective of the result tomorrow? Is it anyway
No,
affecting?
it's another game. It's the way Manchester United defend is completely different what United defend, Liverpool defend. So the way we have to defend and the way the attack is different. But we're going to try to play in the same way we play all the season.
After the game, you've got two games to prepare for Liverpool. Are your plans exactly the same, irrespective of the game, of the result against United?
For the result, yeah. The relation of pick up the players that your colleague said is about now. I have to see the players on the pitch and talk with the players, physios, about how they feel. And even tomorrow morning, we're going to move a little bit to make a short training session. We're going to see how the players are, and after we're going to take a decision about the lineup.
Hola, bona Pep. Et faig un parell de preguntes. Una, si el resultat del dimecres d'alguna manera et canvia com s'encara per part teva el partit de demà, i si després del partit contra el Liverpool vas dir que us heu de basar molt en lo emocional, si per construir tot lo emocional es comença o es passa per guanyar demà.
Sí, evidentment. El resultat de demà ens ajudarà emocionalment al partit de dimarts. La primera pregunta són dues competicions totalment diferents. Allò és un eliminatori, això és un partit en què tenim altres 6 oportunitats, que tot influeix, evidentment. Hauria preferit jugar el partit de demà contra l'United amb un millor resultat del que vam treure el Liverpool, és indubtable, però tu t'has d'adaptar a això. Els bons moments els has d'estar estable i els mals moments superar-te. No és un problema.
First question, has the result on Wednesday changed in any way your plans to prepare the game tomorrow? Well, to be honest, there's 2 different competitions. On Wednesday is a knockout competition. It was just 1 game, but thinking about tomorrow, no matter what happens, we'll have 6 more chances to wrap up the trophy. But obviously everything makes an influence. But I would rather to face the game tomorrow with a better result than we had on Wednesday, but we must adapt to the situation. Second question, in your last press conference in Liverpool, you said on Tuesday you must appeal to the emotional side to overcome the result. Does that start by winning the Premier League tomorrow? Well, yes, of course. The result tomorrow will help emotionally to prepare the game on Tuesday.